Hey, it's Troy. Today I'm out filming some John Hughes filming locations. So I'll be going to different locations, and right now I'm at the location for the Breakfast Club High School. That's that building behind me. And I'll be going around to the front of the high school so you can see it more prominently or more recognizably. But right now I'm standing on what used to be the football field. This is the best. The football field obviously is no longer here. There were some buildings behind it as well that are no longer here. But you can see some of this building behind the football field, behind the stands. Did a lot of research on what was used. There's 3 different locations that are commonly cited, this being one of them. The cast and crew have publicly said that it was filmed here at this high school's football field, which is obviously no longer here. And so I'm trying to do the best to match up the spot for you, but it's a little difficult without anything to go on besides just the building and some features of the building which are blocked quite a bit in the movie, so it's hard to even match those up. But this is where the football field is. It's off of these apartment complexes, or this apartment complex here, where you can just park in their lot and walk through this empty lot to get to the football field. So that's what's left of the iconic scene of Jonathan Bender walking off at the end of the movie. Here we are, high school from the Breakfast Club. Right now it is a state police post, and also lottery offices. So I cannot go in, but that's the same high school from the Breakfast Club. Some people also looking out the window at me, so I don't want to be here too long. I'm sure they're used to it. I'm sure they're used to that happening. But this is a stairwell. My understanding is the gym was used as the library and it's no longer used. It's just a storage room now, and none of the interior pretty much looks the same. It's all been changed, so not a whole lot of things to see inside. But here's the outside of the school, the exterior for the Breakfast Club. And here's the shot of what you would see of them pulling up. You can see just a flagpole and some grass here in the front now, not a parking lot necessarily. There's a shot with Jonathan Bender, and he says goodbye to Ali Sheedy. You can see those apartments in the background over there. And this is where he would have walked up from, seeing the steps to the school. Well, here I am, John Hughes' gravesite. Right down here it says John William Hughes, Jr., 1950 to 2009. Here in Lake Forest Cemetery in the northern suburbs of Chicago. This is John Hughes' gravesite. It's really a beautiful cemetery. These fall leaves are changing. But it's a nice quiet cemetery. Good resting place. Okay, here I am at Glenbrook North High School. This was the high school. This is John Hughes' actual high school. Also, some of the filming locations for the interior locations for Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Some people believe this is the football field that the Breakfast Club scene was shot at, but you can see it's definitely a different stadium now. I know it's been several years, but it's got a different feel to it that doesn't fit the shot. But school's in session today, so I don't know how much of the actual high school I'll get to be able to see, because I'm a high school teacher myself, so I know people don't want strangers on campus during a school day. So I'm going to be respectful of the school and only show what I can easily get to without interrupting or causing any kind of disturbance at the school. So this is Glenbrook North High School. Here's the main part of the high school as I drive by. It's like a pretty darn nice high school. Glenbrook North High School. High School of John Hughes. Well, here it is, the Save Ferris water tower. You can see they painted over the Save Ferris. It is no longer there. And it's difficult. I'm going to try to match up the location, but there's some houses. The trees have grown up since the filming of the movie, and the houses have actually been built up as well, from my understanding. It was shot from over in that direction on the road, one road over. So I'm going to go over to that road, see if I can match up the filming location, but from my understanding, from my research, I won't be able to. But that's it, the Save Ferris water tower. Well, here it is, Cameron's garage. You don't see the Ferrari down in the ravine. There's the garage, and that would be Cameron's house. I'll go around here in the front here in a second so you can see what the front looks like. But there's the garage. It's right here on a public street, so I was able to come. And actually the fall colors are quite nice as well. But I'm here standing on a bridge. That's a public roadway, looking over at Cameron's garage. There you can see the front of Cameron's house. As you can tell, it's changed drastically from its previous iteration. They've remodeled the front significantly, taking out the driveway, it looks like, and put in, looks like almost like a tunnel here. It goes around, I'm assuming behind the house. But you can see they've remodeled it significantly. But still, it looks like a pretty nice house. There's Cameron's house as it currently looks here in the northern suburbs of Chicago. And there's the garage over there. So that's Cameron's house. Now let's see what we can find next. Okay, here we are at the Glencoe Beach Overlook. It's called Lakefront Park, I believe. But this is the spot where Ferris, Sloan, and Cameron, while Cameron was having his meltdown right here on the wall. Ferris sat on this bench, which is a different kind of bench now. But Ferris sat on this bench. Cameron and Sloan right here on the wall, overlooking Glencoe Beach. And you can see that pier in the background, there in the background in the movie. But here it is, right here. And if you're interested in visiting, there's a path right here that goes down to the beach. It is really probably 200 yards, 300 yards maybe tops from the church from 16 Candles that I was just at. So you can walk to them or drive down both of them pretty quickly. But right here is the spot, and I'll have to look and see pictures again, but right around in here is where Cameron's head was down. It's a little bit hard to line up because I think just looking from the stills that the bench was maybe a little bit down more, based on where Ferris's head is, and the pier looks almost like the bench was more right about in here. But when I get back to my computer and I'm able to try to match my images up with the stills, we'll see exactly where that was. But there's lots of benches along here. But I think, just looking at the stills, it was more here as opposed to right there. And that bench, the original bench was probably around it here. So right now I'm at the Hubbard Woods Metro Station, and it's in the town of Winnetka. And there are some Home Alone filming locations right around in here. So I'm going to find those. There's a park across the street, a park over there. So I'm going to find some different Home Alone filming locations. And I think Kevin's house is nearby here. So that's where I'm going next. Okay, here's the pharmacy from Home Alone. He goes in to ask about toothbrush. It's now a Grader's ice cream. Grader's ice cream is extremely delicious, but that's the pharmacy. Then we ran out across the street into this. The gazebo from the movie is no longer here in the park, so I'm having a little trouble getting my bearings, but I think this is about where the ice rink would have been, where he runs into the park and then cuts through the ice rink. So I'm going to try to match up a few more things to see if I can, but I think this is about where the ice rink would have been as he cuts through the park and heads towards home. Now here's the neighborhood on the other side of this bridge that Kevin runs over. He would have ran here and then headed off towards his house. So let's go see if we can find his house and some of the other things. I think the church where the Santa was is near here, and a couple other locations. Well, I have no trouble finding the Home Alone house, considering there's 6 or 7 people right there. There's a couple more left, so it wasn't difficult to find. Okay, here's the house from Home Alone, Kevin's house. Lots of people out here taking photos. I'm sure these people love having all these people in their front yard. all day long. It's very, very interesting. And then there's some landscaping crew across the street. That's why you hear all the leaf blowers. Here's another angle from the house. Looks like the garden was built up and the driveway is slightly different, but I'm going to try to match it up when I get back to my computer. Here's our leaf blower across the street. This is the church from Home Alone where he hidden the nativity scene. I think the nativity scene was right about in this location, maybe right in front of the sign there. But then you can see the church in the background. They're having a nice pumpkin sale, so there's a lot of pumpkins out here today, as you can see. But this is the church where we hidden the nativity scene. It's a good 15 miles, or maybe not quite that much, but 10 miles from his house. So not sure how he ran down here, all the way down here back to his house, but yeah, this is the church for the nativity scene. And here we are at the house of Samantha Baker from 16 Candles. See the trees a little bit more mature, but everything looks fairly similar. But they've got some students there. I don't want to zoom in too much, but this is the house Samantha Baker lived in 16 Candles. Here we are at the church from 16 Candles, so the wedding scene, the iconic Porsche scene. We'll go up there on the steps here in a second, but see, here's the exit door, or the entrance door that was used as the exit for the wedding scene, and all the things that happened around that point in 16 Candles. It is the Glencoe Union Church. And here is looking out from the steps of the Glencoe Union Church, where Jake Ryan would have parked his Porsche waiting for Samantha to come out. And also the limousine would have been right here as well. So this is looking out from the steps, and talked to some woman coming out here while she was visiting the church. And she was excited. She said it's so cool that this is the church from 16 Candles, and she told me of a few other things in the area to look out for. So it was pretty nice. She's very, very welcoming. Thought it was funny that I was taking a picture of it. So here's looking across the street. Here's the church. A little close up. And we're gonna end the vlog here at the house of Uncle Buck, where Uncle Buck came and babysat for family. This is the exterior of the house right here. They've since added this archway and ivy thing, and He actually went to that house first, which was the wrong house, and then came to this house. So, there's a guy that just rode his bike right by me. So, this is the house from Uncle Buck. That was the incorrect. That was the incorrect house. And then he comes here today. So, hope you enjoyed the vlog today. Visiting all these different John Hughes filming locations.